everybody, and welcome back to another Let's Trek Together video. We spent our day at the Doyle and now we are headed back out. Gonna make it all the way to Palmerton before we take another day off, so come along. New shoes. They're so fancy and bright. New socks, new shoes.
I have known old shoes. Old shoes. Okay, we're walking right through the downtown of Duncannon. I think it's about a 2-mile road walk. Yay. Hey there, everybody. It's Danny, or Shark Boy. Have we ever mentioned our trail names on this channel? I am not sure if we have or not. And that is very strange because we've had these trail names since the beginning of our thru hike, and we're more than halfway through, and I think this is the first time we've really mentioned our trail name. We'll go into more detail about it later. I think for the second half of this thru hike, we're going to change up the formatting of our YouTube vlogs, meaning what we're currently doing is filming about 15 to 20 minutes of content over about a 4 or 5 day stretch, compiling into one video and then releasing it weekly. But I think just to capture smaller moments and just get more out there and more consistency, I think we're gonna film shorter vlogs. So instead of 15 to 20 minutes, do about 8 to 10 minutes over a 2-day stretch, and then upload it either every other day or every 3 days. So content's coming out to you more, and it's a little more digestible. So let me know what you think. I think we're gonna start trying this, if not this stretch, the next stretch, and we'll see how it goes. Honestly, that was a super nasty climb out of Duncannon. Luckily, honestly, I think for the rest of the day, the next 15 miles is gonna be a lot of ridge walking. So hopefully there won't be too many rocks.
There'll be rocks.
Oh, also when we were at the Doyle, we met this awesome guy who was there for a work for stay. He was a contractor and also painting artwork for the hotel. And he actually gave us these wooden carvings of the AT symbol. So thank you, Mathuski. We're hopefully gonna take this all the way to Maine with us. These views are so beautiful of the farms. Makes all the rocks worth it. Not really. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for not filming at all last night. This is probably just jump cut to this morning. I have no excuse. Sometimes you just get to camp and you forget to film, so that's what happened. Stayed at Peter's Mountain Shelter yesterday. We decided to stop a few miles early just because we got a late start in the morning and we were just kind of tired, in all honesty, so we're gonna do a 20 today. Funny story about the shelter last night. The water was 0.2 from the shelter. It was a very steep downhill, about 300 steps down, and it was a solid almost 300 feet down. Terrible climb. On top of that, the water was not flowing at all, so we had to scoop dirt puddles out. Luckily, our filters filtered it out really well, but it was some gross looking water. Yeah, so again, we're doing about a 20 today, so let's get going. Okay, in all honesty, this stretch has been super boring. The views have been okay. The hiking's been fine, just a lot of rocks, which is kind of making you stare at the ground the entire time, so you don't get to really enjoy the forest around you. Water sources have been really scarce. It's just been one of those stretches, but hope you guys are still enjoying the video.
A bug just flew in my mouth. Not my favorite thing. That's all. So for the last mile and a half, I've just been passing these giant rock fields, just going all the way up. And this is my path. Thank you, Pennsylvania. You're being so kind. So not so much on camera, but it just looks so orange, this water source. I've heard that it's acid mine runoff, so it doesn't sound too safe to drink. You probably could with you filtering it, but thankfully I have enough water, so I'm just gonna keep going. So for anyone who hasn't seen a snake climb a tree before, holy cow, look at him go. He's going inside the tree, you're good.
So I'm going to go back to something that I mentioned yesterday and I just forgot to get to. So I'm going to talk about it now. The reason my trail name is Shark Boy is because when we were in Georgia, the first, I believe, 8 days it didn't stop raining. And if you've been watching the vlogs from the beginning, my hair was a lot shorter back then. And so, because of the rain, my hair would spike up. And if you've ever seen the movie Shark Boy and Lava Girl, apparently my hair looked like Taylor Lautner's hair. So yeah, that is pretty much the reason I was deemed Shark Boy. And I'm gonna let Molly talk about why her trail name is Lava Girl. This is legitimately what the trail has looked like for the past 10 miles. Just sand, rocks, and the same looking forest the entire time.
But we are at the Yellow Springs campsite right now. It's an old coal mining village from the 1850s, and there's a trail register here. So we're gonna see who's been here. So we're currently waiting on a rattler that's in the bushes up ahead on the right. Fun fact, if you don't know what you're supposed to do, you just gotta give him space and wait for him to move. This one's kind of chilling though, so who knows how long we'll be waiting.
Just bird bathed in a creek, and on top of that, washed our clothes. So we are hiking in our Crocs. It is so uncomfortable.
Okay, so the story on how I got my trail name, which is Lava Girl, which goes along with Danny's Shark Boy and Lava Girl from the movie that he explained, was because of a couple different reasons. The first week out on trail, I got really sunburned and developed sun poisoning after that, and I overheat like crazy, so I'm always a pretty pink color in the face. The other reason is because of what was also filmed when we got to the Georgia-North Carolina border, was when I almost burnt down the tent with fire. So that is why I'm named Lava Girl. Definitely still holding up to it, overheating all the time, especially in this heat, but that is why. We are at Roush Gap Shelter for the night. We're building a fire, I'm relaxing in the hammock, and we're gonna call it a night for today. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good morning, everybody. So, change of plans. We're actually going to be stopping in Pine Grove this evening and staying either at the Comfort Inn or the Quality Inn in town. Originally, we were supposed to make it about, I think, another 43 miles to Hamburg, PA. But we realized the only hotel in that town was the Microtel, and it honestly was too expensive for a hiker. It just didn't seem worth the price. So we're gonna go into town tonight and resupply for another 3 days so that we can then make it to Palmerton. It's so awkward. I remember at, I guess it was just last episode, but it was awesome that PA towns were so close together, but it also makes it awkward when you're trying to plan out your neros and zeros. So yeah, that's our plan today. We're doing, I believe, a 17 to Pine Grove. So let's go. Okay, the bugs are out in full force, and this is the time I definitely am gonna get a bug net. I knew there was gonna come a time where I'm just gonna be fed up, and this time has come. I am so fed up. On top of that, there are so many spider webs. We are in the heat of summer. It's just gross right now. So I just got stung by what I assume is a bee. It hurt for a while. This is the second bee sting I got. The first one I got stung by was a hornet. That was really annoying. This one didn't hurt as much, but right on my calf, so all the pressure I'm putting onto it kind of stings right now. Gosh darn it. Gotta love Mother Nature. Okay, so since we are going into Pine Grove, instead of hitching, we're actually taking a blue blaze. I guess it's our own version of a blue blaze. We are walking along the Swatara rail trail, and it's an old railway that has now turned into a bike path, but it also kind of looks like an old road. So we are doing that. It's a 7-mile walk into town, and we're gonna be staying at the Hampton Inn, so living in luxury tonight. There it is, with its enormous sign.
Good morning, everybody. We are back on trail. We had a wonderful night at the Hampton, and we got a ride back from a trail angel that we met yesterday named Dahlia. So thank you, Dahlia. You were awesome. And now we have a 19-mile day with no hills, just flat. Probably a lot of rocks, but let's go and see.
Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to say that we are officially under 1,000 miles until the end of the Appalachian Trail. We are currently at mile 1,194, and the trail is 2,193 miles long. So the countdown begins.
So it's not even the hottest part of the day yet, and I'm already talking about getting a fan. Well, a hat that has a fan attached to it that'll blow in my face and just mist me with cool water. That's what I need. I'm trying to imagine all these tiny rocks I'm walking over. I'm trying to imagine that they're a wonderful little foot massage instead of, just knives digging into my arches. I don't even think we're a mile in yet.
All right, it's officially switched from Pennsylvania to Rocksylvania. Southern Pennsylvania was fine. There were some rocks, but we've just been going miles over rocks. Also, it's 95 degrees out today, and it's sunny, so it is Copperhead season and Rattler season. So PA is just a bunch of fun.
Do you know the name of the girl running?
Her name is Mercury. Yeah, she started.
We are getting some very nice views today. Hazy though because of the heat.
Hey everybody, we passed the 1,200 mile marker. Woohoo! We didn't see it on the trail. We were kind of booking it, and then we just stopped and saw that we're at 12:01. But that's another 100 miles in the books.
So I think today is our hottest day on the Appalachian Trail. Supposed to get up to 96 today. It already feels like it's there. I think it's noon or 1 o'clock. It is hot and there's no breeze, so we can't breathe. I really do miss the South, where even though it was hot, we were up in the mountains and that cool mountain breeze was keeping all the sweat from just sticking. But nope, the mid-Atlantic is nice and low to the sea and very humid, so it's hard to enjoy. Yeah. So there's no trail going that way, so I'm assuming This is Berks County highest elevation. Super underwhelming. But yay! Love PA water sources. They are so good looking. This is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, now it's letting up, but we were walking through thigh-high grass. And if PA is gonna have poisonous creatures everywhere, like rattlesnakes and copperheads, come on. Do your job and maintain the freaking trail.
We have made it to camp. We gave up. We did 15 instead of 20, but that's okay because we got a late start and we're gonna make up the miles tomorrow. The plan tomorrow is to do, I think, like a 21, so we'll see where that gets us.
Another 15.
That's fine. We're camping at a shelter where apparently there's a rattlesnake that lives under the shelter, so we're camping. We're not going to stay in the shelter.
Don't have that food.
And yes, that's it.
Good morning, everybody. So, today is day whatever. I'm losing all track of days at this point, and I am very tired. We woke up early this morning because, again, today's supposed to be in the high 90s, so we're making sure that we can get at least 3 or 4 hours of hiking before it gets up into the 90s. It was very hot last night. I think it was 76 as the low, and I don't know, I was sweating, and we didn't have the rain fly on, and I wasn't wearing a blanket, so it was very, very warm. Today we're gonna do about 20 miles, get past Port Clinton, and we are on our way to Palmerton, so let's go. So we've just been crushing miles this morning, almost 7 miles in, and this is our first view. We are now making our way down the hill to Port Clinton and then climbing up to the pinnacle. Okay, this descent into Port Clinton is super rough on the knees. I don't think we've had a descent this tough in a while, so our bodies are feeling it. And the worst part is the climb out looks like the same as the climb down. So this should be another fun few miles. Cool. All right, so we are walking towards the downtown of Port Clinton.
This is dangerous.
Okay, so just stopped at the Port Clinton peanut shop. It was super dangerous for a thru hiker. There was way too much candy there. Filled up on water, got some Gatorade. I picked up some dried mango, Molly picked up some chocolate, and now we are about to climb apparently a really hard hill. I guess we'll see for ourselves. And again, we are making it to the pinnacle soon, so let's go.
I think we forgot what it was like to climb a mountain.
Yeah.
Honestly, my body needed that. It like woke me up, so I'm glad we had to do it.
Just a correction. She said body, not bottom.
Gatorade is a magical potion that allows you to get up any mountain with ease. I'm gonna start packing out only Gatorade. No more water for me. As you can see, baseball season has started and Dan is watching.
It's from 2 years ago.
Oh. We've lost him. We're no longer gonna have conversations anymore.
Bye, Daniel.
Bye, Dan.
I don't know if you can see it around me, but it's time for a bug net. These bugs are getting ridiculous. Like really ridiculous. It is just not enjoyable to hike when there are so many flies flying into your ears and around your head. Oh, also, we're gonna be coming up to a very familiar site. If you guys don't know, Molly and I are from New Jersey. We're just about 30 minutes outside of the Delaware Water Gap. So a lot of these points of interest and views coming up are pretty familiar to us. And the view that's coming up is called the Pinnacle. We did it last year. I will include a picture from last year. And we are very excited to see it now in the summer, because when we went last year, it was snow covered. So this should be fun. Very excited. And this is what happens when there's too many bugs. One of your trekking poles becomes a bug swatter.
It's a windshield wiper.
All right, almost at Pulpit Rock Lookout. Just point forward that way. Okay, so we made it to our first view, Pulpit Rock, and it is pretty awesome to be back here. I'm gonna insert a photo of Molly over a year ago and a photo of Molly currently. Just made it to the Pinnacle. It is so much more beautiful in summer than it is winter. It is so pretty. This is definitely the best view so far of Pennsylvania on the Appalachian Trail. I could stare at this for hours. Hey. He is, or she is wigging out.
It's a
All right, made it to camp on this beautiful little ridgeline, and the wind is hitting us, which is perfect because it is warm tonight and it feels great.
Good morning, everybody. We had a really nice night at camp and now we're packing up to leave. I just wanted to show you, I get to put on brand new socks this morning that have never been worn before, and I couldn't be more excited. These are Darn Tough socks. We haven't talked about this yet, but they have a lifetime warranty on them. So if you get a pair of Darn Tough and you're through hiking and they start to get holes in them or just getting really worn down, you can take them into an outfitter and they'll swap them for you. So you get to just pick out a new pair and then you get to put on new socks for the day. I forgot what socks were supposed to feel like. This is amazing. I don't know if you can see this, but that is a privy going off into outer space. Oh, I love it.
This little section right after the Pinnacle going northbound is so gentle. What a nice change up. All right, made it up to Dan's Pulpit. It was a climb. It wasn't too bad. I think it was our second to last real climb in Pennsylvania. So excited to almost be done with this state. It is pretty. You probably just saw a pano of it, but it's a good view.
Imagine if this rattlesnake
You're adorable. Hey. Okay, we just met an awesome thru hiker who started at Springer on June 11th, which means he has gone over 1,000 miles in a little over a month. Oh my God, he's doubling our time like crazy. That is amazing. His name is Danny. He doesn't have a trail name yet, but I am going to link his Instagram. He's trying to hike the AT in 100 days, and he is doing it to raise money for mental health. So that is really awesome. Go out and check his Instagram out. If you want to put it into perspective, the day that we did our 30 miler into Pearisburg, Virginia is the day that he started on Springer Mountain in Georgia. He is averaging 30 miles a day. He's awesome. Definitely check that dude out. I'm not sure if this is the start of Knife's Edge, but come on, PA. I'm so over the rocks. Now we officially made it to Knife's Edge. Beautiful. Rocks for days. This would not be fun in a rainstorm.
So there is a trail angel named Mun that just leaves all of these here
Thanks, Mon.
Thank you, Mon. Oh, amazing. Hey, Danny, can you show the camera what you're eating for dinner?
I'm eating Alfredo with a bold tuna creation, hot buffalo style.
Oh my God, I'm having a bold chicken creation buffalo style. Also with Alfredo.
Guess which one's better? The tuna.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. We have an 8 mile today into Palmerton, which is awesome. It rained and thunderstormed last night. Apparently there were 5 cloud to ground strikes about 5 miles away from us, so glad we're okay. But yeah, let's get these 8 miles done.
Okay, this is probably gonna be like a 30-something minute vlog. If you're still watching, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Today we are going to Squeak's house. She is a trail angel in Palmerton. Not sure if Molly already said this, but we are staying at her house for the night. So thank you to Squeak. Can't wait to meet you. And I am so excited to eat Subway because it is right across the street from her house. That's all I've been thinking about for the past 2 days. I am definitely hungry. And yeah, so let's go. We got about 5.5 more miles to Palmerton. All right, what the hell? What in the hell is this? There's Lehigh Gap. We're gonna be attempting that tomorrow. Oh crap.
This trail angel has a jacuzzi bathtub. I am so spoiled right now. This is amazing.
He might jump. He's a jumper. He jumped off me like 6 times already.
Wow.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry for not recording last night. We got to Squeak's house. She is a sweetheart, and her husband Dave is also a sweetheart. Great people. We actually met a few thru hikers who were ahead of us that we've been hearing about. And so it was really nice to just meet them, catch up, and share stories. So today we are actually slack packing 20 miles back to their house. And initially we were just gonna go northbound 20 miles. So we get to stay at their house one more night. We don't have to carry our heavy bags. And yeah, we're gonna climb down Lehigh Gap. So that's gonna be interesting. Weather is odd today. We were nervous because it was supposed to thunder and lightning and we're on a ridge line all day. So we'll see if it holds up. But yeah, let's go. We got 20 miles back to Palmerton. Currently 14 miles into our 20-mile slack pack, and this is so easy, man. Our joints are so happy today. We've been saying how our vacation feels like it starts today because we have today, and then tomorrow we're doing an easy 16 miles into the Delaware Water Gap where we're getting picked up by our families and spending the weekend with them. So it feels like the next 5 days are gonna be just a piece of cake. It's been pretty much just forest hiking right on top of a ridge. The lightning's pretty scary. It's coming and going, but we're almost back to Palmerton, so let's go. All right, made it to the top of Lehigh Gap. It's an epic looking area. Wish we could have climbed it, but should be fun going down. Good morning, everybody. So we are leaving Squeak's house for the second time, and we are being dropped off at Wind Gap, and we have 15.5 miles into the Delaware Water Gap, where we will be spending the weekend in New Jersey. So let's go. And we are 910 miles from summiting, baby. Woo! Dang, this climb out of Wind Gap is really tough going northbound. I guess since we were slack packing yesterday, we got used to not having any weight on our shoulders. So to have our entire pack back on top of the climb being pretty vertical, it's making for a very tough start of the morning.
I don't know how much more after this I can take. Just stabbing my arches the whole time. Come on, PA, give me a break.
And here's the sign on the other side, and Springer Mountain is 1,277 miles from here. Wow, amazing. Okay, we are exactly 7 miles out of New Jersey, and it is crazy how close we are to the motherland. I am so excited to get there. It's gonna feel very surreal when we get to the Water Gap and realize that we walked almost 1,300 miles just to get there. Whew.
So we have more water jugs here for AT thru hikers, and it's a different trail angel. Her name is Mama Hollywood, so big shout out to her. Thank you so much helping us out. It's great. There's more jugs on this side. Taking a quick snack break. This is lunch today. Kettle cooked chips and chocolate covered Oreos, so that'll fuel me all the way to the Gap.
We think if you see that tower right there, the mountain right behind it, I'm not sure, I'll try to zoom up. That hill right there is Mount Tammany, meaning this right here is the Delaware Water Gap. About 5 miles out. Let's keep going.
And that over there is Tammany.
Yeah, they probably just be coming up. Ah, good old Lenape Lake. Still looks like garbage. Just like that, we made it to the Delaware Water Gap. Woo! We have made it to the motherland, motherland, motherland. All right, guys, and I think that concludes the vlog for today. I am currently in the car with my dad, and we are going back home. It is very strange to be back home in New Jersey. I'm excited to spend the next few days with the family. I hope you guys liked it. I know this was a long vlog, but we will be trying something new when we start New Jersey. Make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, guys, let's trek together.